Bagura Site 5 to thank the Minister and the Ministry, including the entire technical team, for supporting, to working behind the scene on behalf of the government to reach this stage.
Please, they have to do that for us. On that note, I want to indulge crave the indulgence of this honorable house. So please pass this concession for Sierra Rutile Limited.
This is not a state something. That Sierra Rutile is one of the oldest mining companies as far as the is concerned. It's the oldest. So for us to sit down here as members of parliament, stakeholders coming from that side, to see Sierra Rutile to follow up just in the tickle of an eye is really.
Sierra Leone People's Party Members of Parliament, Honorable Mustapha Musa Sellu represented the people of Constituency 095 in the Moyamba District. Honorable Alice Jebbeh Kumabeh represented the people of Constituency 092 in the Bonthe District, and Honorable Edward John represented the people of Constituency 097 in the Moyamba District. Have strongly called on Rutile Mines Limited to create jobs for their constituents. They made this call on Thursday, 16 December, during the ratification of two mining agreements between Marampa Mines Limited, Rutile Mines Limited, and the Government of Sierra Leone. Contributing to the debate, Honorable Mustapha Musa Sellu thanks the Minister of Mines, Timothy Kaba, and his entire ministry for supporting and working behind the scenes to reach a reasonable agreement. He also thanks Sierra Rutile Company for having Sierra Leoneans who have held senior management level, stating that though they are requesting to increase the numbers, but however, the company needs to provide jobs for their people.
Bagura Site 5 to thank the Minister and the Ministry, including the entire technical team, for supporting, to working behind the scene on behalf of the government to reach this stage. I also want to thank the Sierra Rutile Company for having Sierra Leoneans who are sitting here presently at a senior management level, though we are requesting that we increase that number to the 2 or 3 people we have in the senior management level that can take critical decisions on behalf of our people in the community. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, my colleagues have highlighted the goodies of this company and why this House should ratify this particular agreement so that the company keeps its operations until a potential investor comes in to take over the operation of this company. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the third amendment to the certain agreement of the November 2021 by and between the Government of Sierra Leone and Sierra Rutile. The background, the Minister have explained the background of this. The company was bought by an Australia-based company called AMARA. They invested huge sum of money into this company. But before I go to the agreement proper, I want to explain here to this House one of the reasons why we are here today to give this tax concessions, and we hope and pray that any potential investor that comes in will not do the same mistake again. They came in because we want the local content to infuse into our operations as a country, but they brought in wrong technology that has landed us to where we are right now. And this technology, the service of this technology was so expensive to the point that even the procurement and the service of this equipment have landed us to where we are because they did not make any profit over the 5 years that for this company.
He describes the agreement as a good one and said the agreement is not going to be forever. He, however, pointed out technical areas to be looked into.
This I now take you to the agreement itself. If you go to under further adjustment of payments, this agreement actually is not going to be forever. This concession is going to be for a period of time. Currently, the rutile it starts at $1,200 per metric ton, and in the event it's appreciated to $2,000, then we have all the rights to come back to this agreement to ensure that we go back to the normal tax base. Because presently, that is the threshold we are choosing, that when it goes up to $2,000 per metric ton.
He concluded by commending the work of the company, adding that the company is following their social corporate responsibilities and called on his colleagues MPs to speedily ratify the agreement.
You see, I think these are the critical issues that I'm looking for emphasize. I don't want to belabor my point on that. If this agreement is not ratified, the company will not be able to fund critical operations come 2022. And as a result, we know what that means. Mr. Speaker, honorable member, before I conclude, this company is doing extremely well for our constituents at that level. They are really cooperative, and they are following their social corporate responsibility. In my constituency, though they've not started 100% cooperation, but they are doing a lot of development projects in our community under their social corporate responsibility. Presently, they have approved the construction of an examination center for our SSPPs, GSN and SLPP who go to Sierra Rutile to take public exams. They are now constructing an examination center so that that examination center can house all the people who go for public exams in that community. Second, they are providing scholarship for JSS, SS, and tertiary institutions. But my only concern here is, as critical stakeholders, let's look at the methodology. They give this scholarship, but it is community-based, but I don't know the approach they are using. So for the senior staff that are here, I want us to revisit that, though we are doing it very well for our people, but we want to revisit the methodology and strategy so that we can get more people can get involved into that.
Honorable Alice Jebbeh Kumabeh commended the agreement and called on the House for ratification, whilst referring to the Rutile Limited as a reliable private company.
What am I saying? Sierra Rutile is also providing jobs for people of this country. Providing that this agreement is not passed today, all those 30,000 people will be jobless. What does that mean? That means we are going to experience a lot of lawlessness in that area, thieving, and all the rest of it. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the crime rate will be increased. But if this agreement is passed today, we will not experience much of that in that area. And also, I want to implore the honorable members to please take the time to look into Sierra Rutile's business, because they are a reliable partner. They have been in the communities for a long time, and they have really yielded to most of their corporate social responsibilities onto government agreements that they have made. They are going through them. So I want this House to take that into consideration. And in any business, in rain, you are with us. In shine also, you are with us. I didn't want to see the indigenous employed more. Want to see the indigenous employed and not people from other areas dominating the indigenous. That is one thing I want them to carry away. Because there was a time when the paramount chiefs came together and they said they want their own son to be the human resource officer. The CEO by then, he kicked against it. So I want to impress that on their mind there. They have to listen to stakeholders, especially in key positions. Please, they have to do that for us. On that note, I want to indulge the indulgence of this honorable House. So please, pass this concession for Sierra Rutile Limited.
Adding his voice to the debate, Honorable Edward George also commended the minister and the agreement, adding that Sierra Rutile has been the oldest mining in the country and acknowledged the contributions of the company towards the socio-economic development of the state.
The Sierra Rutile ratification. Some of us know this is not a strange something, that Sierra Rutile is one of the oldest mining companies as far as Sierra Leone is concerned. It's the oldest. So for us to sit down here as members of parliament, stakeholders coming from that side, to see Sierra Rutile to follow up Johnson High is really, it will be something else. To join us, ratify this agreement speedily today so that this company will not close. Because, Mr. Speaker, can you imagine? There was a date and there was a month specified for Sierra Rutile to close. January coming. Can you imagine? January, they are just waiting. If not because of this certification, by January, Sierra Rutile is going to close. And if Sierra Rutile close, thousands of people, more than 3,000 of people are going to lose jobs. They will be out of jobs. And the communication experience between we and the management is very good. We just want them to continue in a very good footing. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to say thank you for giving us this opportunity as members of parliament coming from that angle. We, the 3 members of parliament, to actually say something about this agreement, to support the agreement. I want to say thanks to the minister, the mines chairman. Let us all get together and ratify this particular bill. Thank you very much.
Reporting for Beyond Borders Online Network Television, I am MOHAMED AMARA GANDO.